Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyah Shaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we've got another LEGO Avengers video for you. This one happens to be hub number 6, Malibu Free Roam. And as you might have guessed, we are going to grab all of the collectibles, including all 7 gold bricks. We're going to free Lee, which actually does count for one of those 7 gold bricks we get. We're going to go ahead and get both vehicle tokens for completing a race, and one we actually have to complete twice, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit. And we also have 10 character tokens we're going to get from either finding them scattered throughout the area or completing short little missions. So assuming you've completed story, free play, and have all the characters needed, which is basically a character with a digging ability like Reptile, as well as Ultimate Ultron, which you get for completing the final story level. So if you got all of those requirements, go ahead and head to space. Find Malibu, which happens to be the blue flag over on the left-hand side with the Iron Man face on it, and we'll go ahead and fly down to California. Yay! That's where Malibu is, at least I think. No, I'm just kidding. It is. All right, so we are on the beach getting a little suntan. Oh, that's going to upset some little kid who spent lots of time, I'm sure, building that up. But, all right, if we can get past the old sand castle destruction, right in the back, along the ledge there, right from where we spawn, there is a cracked wall. Use your favorite strong character, such as Thor, to go ahead and smack it away and get in the back and grab that first character token, which happens to be A.I.M agent. So I don't know how cool he is, but we got him added to our list nonetheless. We're going to take the quick way, which is flying down the beach, and we're going to get all the way to the end here where we find the Mandarin hanging out. Take note of that digging spot, too, on the left-hand side that we just saw. We're going to come back for that later. But hey, what's going on there, Mandarin / Trevor Slattery edition? Slattery, yeah, that's right. Anyways. All right, basically he has some bad guys coming to get him, and he wants us to help take care of them for him. So, you know, we're always up for a little miniature battle, so we'll go ahead and take on these baddies. And I think there's 20 of them total that we have to take out. Yep, there we go. And it's just really as simple as targeting them and taking them down. Or if you're one of those people that likes to get up close and personal and you know, use that attack button rapidly, feel free to do it that way too. I'm just targeting them with Thor's hammer, and check it out, it's going pretty quick and easy, really. And once you get all 20, we're going to return back to him. Actually, I think it just sucks us in the conversation and just gives us the old character token. So this will be one more version of the Mandarin we have added, and one less that we'll have to worry about unlocking in the future, huh? Keep in mind, you do have to buy all of these too. And, hey, well, we got a second here, too. We do have quick links down below in the video description. They're going to take you to all the different character tokens, vehicle tokens, whichever you're after. We've got a link for it down below. And if we don't have a link for it, go ahead and drop us a comment and make a suggestion of something we can add to those links. So, all right, after we collect our character token, we're going to keep on keeping on, making our way down the beach till we find the wall. Up above on the ledge here, there's this little switch. Go ahead and flip the switch. Note the pattern that it gives you, and then repeat that pattern by stepping on the pressure-weighted switches. It's going to open this treasure chest over here. We're going to go ahead and grab that gold brick. Watch out for that gold brick air biscuit. Gold brick air biscuit. That's right, little heart poofs. I know you've seen them. Hopefully you got some hand sanitizer or something to clean up with. Anywho, we're making our full counterclockwise motion all the way around the area here. And we find Mr. Happy Hogan standing over kind of by the front entrance of the mansion. And we're going to speak to him, and basically he tells us that he's lost a ton of badges. And it turns out there are 15 badges scattered throughout the area. So what we're going to do is fly around and grab all of these. Luckily for us, they're all noted on your compass, and most of them are pretty obvious and out in the open. However, some of them are kind of tricky. Now, we did not note each and every one of these, so, you know, follow along and let us know. If you guys have any troubles finding these, you know, we might be able to go back and add some annotations or something to them, at least on the YouTubes. I don't know about in the actual video itself. Who knows? I think these are pretty easy. And like I said, there's only a couple that are kind of tricky. There's a couple hiding up and under, but they all have the kind of those glowy bits around them. So once you get close to one of those red blips on your compass there, just look for an area that has, you know, glowing bits, like right there. So There's a couple of them scattered around the mansion. There's a couple of them on the mansion. There's a couple of them in the mansion. And, of course, there's a handful of them on the beach, too. So we didn't really have a specific order that we felt we could get these in because we didn't really know where all of them were right off the bat. Of course, we were just using our compass, finding these as we went. And, yep, there's another one over there on the rock ledge. And, of course, you know, these weren't here up until you got, until you spoke to old Happy Hogan there. And who is Happy Hogan? Anybody know who he is? Is he part of S.H.I.E.L.D., perhaps? Or I don't know. If you guys know something about Happy Hogan, save me the Googling and let me know down below, please. And thank you. All right. All right, this one was kind of tricky, sort of. It was hiding right next to the window. So, yeah, and that's looking into that. Is that the Hall of Armor down there? That's one of the secret areas we get into here in a few minutes. But I don't believe you have to use any special abilities or anything. In fact, I'm pretty positive you don't in order to find all of these. See, like there's an Avenger bit there, but nope. It's actually down below next to the door that we're actually going to repair and fix here in a minute. But like I said, there's a few around and a few on the actual house too, or mansion rather. I guess I shouldn't undersell this place. This place is pretty awesome. And, all right, so inside, we're finally making it inside here. We can see we've got some more blips in here. And, oh, there's one in the corner just across from the jukebox. And now we're going to go downstairs. And we're finding, let's see, we got 4 more we need to find. And then, of course, we'll need to return back to Happy Hogan and return all of these to him. And there's another box. Make note of that, too. And, of course, again, you shouldn't have to smash or grab or do anything special. No special abilities or anything. Oh, there it is, under the stairs. We ran right by it. But, yeah, so there's only 2 more blips on our map, and we only need 2 more items. So, hey, well, I've got a minute going to these other ones. I just want to point out that, you know, as I mentioned in the opening credits there, we do have to repeat one of the races. Oh, yep, make note. There is one upstairs hiding behind that chair. It's kind of a funny angle. But, yeah, one of the races, for some reason, did not give us the character token. We got it with plenty of time left. And wasn't sure really why. And I know that a couple of you have reported this to us, and one of you I know for sure hasn't even been able to get the character token, or the vehicle token from it. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully you guys won't have any issues with it, and you'll be able to get it. All right, we got all 15 of those badges. We have returned back to the Happy Hogan out front. And we're going to go ahead and return all of these badges and get a character token in exchange. And it's certainly, again, a little questionable. I don't know who Happy Hogan is, so I don't know if I should be excited or disappointed. I mean, is he a good guy or a bad guy? He looks like he's part of S.H.I.E.L.D. He just kind of has that, like, suit, good guy kind of, you know, suit and tie kind of guy look. All right, moving along. Now, you probably noticed this giant bunny out front, and if you didn't, Pepper's going to ask you and tell you all about it anyways. Look, did you notice the giant bunny out front? Yeah, so what we're going to do here is basically help her kind of reposition this bunny, and then she's going to take a Hulk selfie. So those are wildly popular amongst the people in this game, so we're going to go ahead and help hook her up. So go ahead and talk to Pepper, and she's going to run over by the bunny, and once you speak to her, there's going to be a scan point available. So go ahead and switch on over to your favorite scanner and get your scan on. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. That's right, and once we get that all officially done, it's going to give us these 2 push levers, and we're going to go ahead and spin to win, and basically move that bunny around, spin it around. Oh, look at that. That doesn't look comfortable. Thor's like right in. That switch is inside him. All right. So, yes, I did not push the first one all the way around. Make sure you push it till it stops. And once you get them both in place, the little icon will pop up for the Hulkster. And we can go ahead and switch to your favorite green guy. I don't think it matters which one. We've done a couple of them so far in our Hubba Bubbas, and none of them have mattered. All of them have worked, so... All right, he seems to like to pick them up and hang them up by their toenails. That's one of my wife's big threatening things to my son and all his friends. Yeah, you know, we hang Reese by his toenails when he... Really, we don't, but, I mean, it's just kind of an ongoing joke between Reese and all of his buddies. So, all right, once you take that selfie, you actually get the character token for rescue. And now we're actually going to go do some repairing. I know we mentioned this earlier. There is this door, and we want to find out what's inside. So we're going to start off by repairing this electric panel here. And then we're going to switch on over to Thor, charge up his hammer, and pump up the old electric panel. And once it's full, it actually gives us one green light, but we notice there's another one. Now, we kind of remember a little bit ago when we were looking for those 15 lost badges, there was this scan point right up above here, and we can see these little bits glowing. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Luckily, we got Iron Man out. He can do the job for us. Dang, Iron Man! Sorry, I had to do it. I can't be the only one on the internet not referring to Mr. Daniel. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pump it up one more time, which, ooh, that was shocking. As you can see, Iron Man got a little jolt there. And, oh, look at that. It opens it up and gives us a gold brick. So we'll take that. Thank you very much. And we will roll down to the bottom and see what's going on. These long walkways and stairways are kind of annoying, but hey, look at that. It's well worth it once you run down here. We notice right off the bat where there's a switch on the left-hand side, and I have to be honest, I totally missed the first step of this. I was kind of like, why isn't that right one not lit up yet? But really, it's lit up. It's just a dark color. So watch it again, and it starts off with the dark, red, yellow, white. So we'll go ahead and start with dark, and then we'll go to red, yellow, white. All right. So once you get it, it'll pop open the old treasure, and booyakashow, we get another character token. This one happens to be for Iron Man Make 5. So we're getting quite a few of those overall Iron Man. There's like 7 or 8 Iron Man. I don't know. I have to go look at the trophy achievement guide that Doug put together on our website at HappyThumbsGaming.com. Thank you very much for that too, Doug. It's pretty awesome. I know a lot of people have been commenting and using that. We appreciate your feedback. And all right, before leaving this area, over just to the left of the bouncing jukebox up high on the ceiling, there is a Captain America shield switch. Go ahead and toss your shield up there, and it opens up the door, and we'll grab that gold brick. All right, that pretty much wraps up the stuff down here. And where are we at? The Hall of Weapons? I don't remember which. There's a couple of them. There's Hall of Armor, and there's another one too. I don't remember. You guys would probably know. I pay attention, but only mildly. All right, back up top, there's a silver statue here, and I think, oh, I wonder what this is. It's just studdage. Nothing important. When I see another one, I'm like, ooh, what's this one? One silver statue to another, and nothing on this one but some studdage too. So, all right, ooh, look at that. There's a grate there, and there's also a switch with a treasure chest in the back. So we're going to look for a grate that'll get us through onto the other side. And we're actually going to find it right at the bottom of the stairway here. There's all these boxes. Go ahead and take those out. They certainly look out of place. You know, in a big old mansion like that, I don't think he'd have just a handful of boxes sitting in the corner. And, you know, often I try to switch to my secondary character when I'm Iron Man or the Hulk, so I don't have to go through the, the secondary menu of switch. But this was a disaster. I switched to my other character. He's way down the stairwell. Then I try to switch to the Vision, which is the character I need to get through the grate, and I missed him too. If you go back and look, I totally did. But eventually I make it through the grate, and now I flip the switch. And speaking of grate, look at that. I've got another character token, and it's for the, Heartbreaker. Ooh. I have no idea what this version of Iron Man stands for. I know that it was in the last Marvel Superheroes game too. Again, let me know in a comment if you know what the Heartbreaker is. All right, next in line, it's whoa, stop, hammer time. That's right, we get a little dance on here, and hippa to the hoppa, and we just don't stop. Basically, we need to repeat the pattern that he gives us here by jumping around on these different colored pads. And you can see here he goes blue, red, yellow, light blue, and watch this. Ready? Oh, I got it! I thought I messed it up. So, all right, here we go again. We got, and you know, this might be different for you. We've kind of found out that this game is a lot more random than previous LEGO games. Usually, they have kind of a pattern that's almost always the same, but I think they have kind of a random generator for these now, so each time you approach it, it is a different puzzle. But I could be wrong on that. Some may be different, some may be the same. Being that I have not played your game, I don't know. But, all right, after 3 successful memory completions, that's really what it is. It's just the game of memory. And once you get it all, he's going to give us a little clap, and he actually gives us a character token as well. So, and I'll go ahead and give us a clap. Woohoo! Good dancing, man. I like your moves. He's got moves like Jagger. All right, so moving along. The next is going to be for another character token, and he's actually downstairs. He's off to the far right-hand side of the new area, and let's see here. You can already see him talking there. And here we are, Hall of Armor. So that must have been like the Hall of Weapons or something we were in on the other side. But all right, so we've got another quest. Amadeus Cho wants us to help him. What does he want? Oh, that's right. He's got a bunch of guys that are coming after him. We got to help fend him off. So it's one of those defend missions where he runs around and tries to escape, and we have to just protect him along the way. So, you know, all these guys are coming out here. I take them out, and then there's been a lot of up and down the stair stuff. And I already mentioned it's kind of long and annoying. So I think, oh, I'm going to fly up the stairs, and it's going to be so much faster. And you know what? It totally is. And I would recommend it, except for apparently you can go way faster than your buddy and leave him in the dust. And I don't know if he's just slow getting up or if he's like down there waiting for my escort. But I end up having to go down the stairs a little ways. And when I get down far enough, oh, there he is. So it's hard for me to say if he was going to eventually make it up here or not. Either way, you got to wait. So you might as well just walk him up. And once you get to the top of the stairs, or at least near it, you're going to get bum-rushed by some more bad Iron Mans. Dang, Iron Man! All right, moving along. That was terrible. It was a nice attempt. You got to give me credit for the creativity attempt anyways, right? Right? I don't know. Hey, you know, there's always that mute button. I know recently we had somebody go off on me because I was really childish and they didn't like my commentary. And, you know, I just encourage them to use the mute button and thank them for watching, because that's all I can really do. I know that my goofiness isn't going to strike everyone as fun and playful, but anyhow, moving along. We've successfully defended Mr. Amadeus Cho all the way out, and he is thankful, and in return, he gives us the character token for himself. That is very unselfish of him. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next up is going to be, well, we're going to start a campaign to freely. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but Mr. Lee was kind of enjoying some swim time over here. And luckily for us, it's pretty obvious that what needs to be done. There is a dig pile with some stinky bits right next to it. And again, I hope you brought your hand sanitizer with you. Between the gold brick air biscuits and this digging bits, I don't know. We certainly are in need of some cleansing. All right, moving along from my 100th terrible joke of this video. We'll go ahead and smash and build the pieces unearthed from the ground there, and they will turn into a switch, which we can flip. And, you know, in the last area that we saved Mr. Lee, he actually hopped quite a long ways in between platforms. I don't see what the big deal was right there. He could have totally just hopped up and out of there. All right, next up, a race. We got one on top of the roof here. It's going to be for a vehicle token, and we are going to use a flying character so we can actually access the start of the race. And it's actually a pretty simple, easy one. It takes us all the way around flying through here. Thor, Iron Man, all sorts of guys will do the trick for you, whichever character you feel the most comfortable with, or who knows, maybe it's your favorite one. But don't get confused by the starting point of that other race back there. I know that that's something they should probably update the game with is when you're active with the race, you should not be able to see the checkpoints or, you know, the start point of the next race. Because when I was flying around, I could see this checkpoint down here. Anyways, moving along. Notice how I started the race here, and there's no kind of notes or anything in the bottom left-hand corner. Well, this is the race that I successfully complete, but for some reason I'm not awarded my vehicle token as I should have been. So, like I said, I know that a couple of you have reported not being able to get this particular race. You're looking for Stark's Sportscar, and, you know, I don't know what to say. I did the race twice. That's all I did. It was twice. And on my second time, notice I don't get anything. It doesn't acknowledge anything. But on the second time, I got it. And I'll prove it to you here in a little bit. But we'll come back to that. So down at the base of the stairs inside the Hall of Armor, we are actually going to find a little, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of a bracket or a shelf there. We're going to smash it with a butt slam, rebuild up some pieces into a switch, which is going to actually take down the laser beam force field, preventing us from getting into this room. Once inside the room, switch to your character with the sonar ability, or as we like to say, the and grab your gold brick once it's revealed. All right, just over to the left-hand side of the room of that last collectible, we're going to find a little box with some telekinetic bits around it. Switch to your favorite character with the telekinetic ability and shake it up. Ooh, ooh. Once you do, you get some bricks that you can build up into another switch. Flip the switch, open up that box in the corner, and collect your character token for Iron Man Suit Mike 1. So, pretty awesome stuff. We don't forget, we've got this box over here we saw earlier that is in need of some cosmic brick abilities, or I guess we could call them the Lego black bricks too. I don't know, they're kind of bluish black. Whatever you want to call them, feel free to switch to your favorite character. I think Ultimate Ultron might be the only one that has the ability, or the other Ultrons. It might just be Ultron in general. Anyhow, I haven't done any research on that because I have a character that works for me. All right, making our way back up top, we've got a couple more things we got to grab. One of them is actually repeating that race. Another one is one, all right, confession, I totally messed this one up when I was doing it. There are 5 of these Iron Man hats or helmets floating around here, and you just have to simply target all of them and take them out within the allotted time. I think you get 8 seconds after taking one out. So basically, they're all right here, and I messed it up as you saw me. I had an edit there. But the first one's on the roof. The other 4 are on either the side of the beach or actually on the beach. You can see this one I almost don't get, just barely in the nick of time I get it. And yeah, so you might start with that one and then fly up, or whichever way you prefer. And if you have to do it a time or two, don't feel bad because it took me a couple times as well. All right, collect that gold brick and then make your way all the way back over to that race. And let's try this one again. And oh, that's a pretty good sign that we're going to get it because we've got the notes down in the corner. And honestly, I didn't do anything different. I believe I'm using a different character, but other than that, you know, and that might be something you guys should try too. I mean, if you're trying to do it with Quicksilver or a specific character and you've done it 7 or 8 times and it just doesn't work for you, maybe switch to a different character and see if that helps any. You know, feel free to drop us a comment if you have any information about it, or maybe if you get stuck, let us know, and we'll, you know, maybe we've gotten some more information since the recording of this video that we might be able to provide some help for. So when in doubt, always drop a comment, and we'll try to do what we can. We always try to help out. All right, so last but not least for the character tokens, we've got a final Ironmonger. And this one was pretty simple. Remember I mentioned that there's a digging spot we're going to come back for? Well, it's that time. We're going to get our dig on. We got Reptile to do it for us. So switch on over to your character with the digging ability and unearth the object, smash, and grab your character token for Ironmonger. And guess what? That's it, ladies and gents. We're going to go ahead and hit the pause button and then hit square because that switches from area totals to game totals or vice versa. And as you can see, we got it all. So, all right. That's going to wrap up Lego Marvel Avengers Hub number 6 Malibu Free Roam. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. I'm sorry if you didn't get that or the vehicle token. Gosh, I keep saying it. But hopefully we provided some insight. Just stick with it. Try another character and hopefully you'll get it. Anyways, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below, and of course, HappyThumbsGaming.com is the home of our product and gaming reviews, as well as our trophy achievement guides, including one for this. So, you know, they're good for printing off and checking off or crossing off or all sorts of things. There's lots of info outside of the videos, too, that Dougie has put together for us. So, yeah, feel free to drop a comment to Dougie and let him know you're thankful for his hard work. And, yeah, again, struggling with my words today. It's early again, too. Anyway, I'm out of here. As always, until next time. Tell me if you think this outro is mildly appropriate. That's all, folks. See ya!